cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to mine. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to mine. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know.
What's up, good people, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. 96, along with Freddie G, K Money, and Slash. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. I want everybody that's on YouTube to go out and subscribe and click the like button. Follow us on X at 52 Scott Podcast and on IG and Facebook at the 52 Scott Podcast. What's up, good people, and welcome back to Think Thursday. Today, fellas, we're going to be talking about the bro code. All right. Now, here I got 12 examples, but I know I talked about this in a past show. It's just a situation that it bothers me. It didn't happen, but it's the what if factor that always bothers me about it. So I'm rolling with a fellow of mine, and again, I needed a ride to work. I was late, and I think I told you guys about that. He was an illegal pharmaceutical rep, right, at the time, and I needed a ride to work. Now he was like, "Hey man, I need to make a run real quick. Can you go with me?" I said, "Oh, that's right by the job. So yeah, I'll go with you because just right around the corner. So that's fine." He goes to pick up a big bag of illegal pharmaceuticals. Now, he got his bang on. He's smoking weed. And I'm in my work clothes. I got my uniform on, my badge, and everything. Well, it's not a uniform. I had on a suit at the time. And I had my badge and everything. And we're leaving the hood. And right next to us, the police pull up. He's like, F them cops. I don't give a damn what they gonna do to me. Old Tupac type energy he had. And I'm looking at the cops. I'm like, man, my head, I'm scared. My heart beat fast. And he did not turn his music down. Matter of fact, he turned it up. And he kept smoking his weed, and they didn't stop us. But had it went left, and they did stop us, would the bro code count if he did not say, hey, this is mine and this is his? If he just say, no, this is all mine. This is all my illegal pharmaceuticals. Had he not said that, would the bro code count?
If he didn't say that those were his drugs.
Correct. Would that be a part of a bro code or snitching? Well, this is not a snitch, but it's not snitching, but would that be inclusive of the bro code? Him just owning up to his stuff.
He should own up to any nigga that sell drugs. I don't give a damn. Mm-hmm. If it's yours and the laws pull you over, you tell them that's your shit.
Okay.
That seemed to me, that's not even a bro code. That's a G code.
I agree. Because if
that's
that was
a G code,
say if that was a female instead of a dude, then what would that be? Because there ain't no sister code.
Yeah.
So I agree, it's a G code.
They got sister codes
now.
They got them.
Yeah.
Now, but I think what K Money is saying, it's sister code, meaning that, first of all, I'm in agreement with both of y'all, you Slash and K Money. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's a part of the bro code. Mm-hmm. That's just owning up to your shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when K Money say the what if it was a female, mm-hmm. meaning that a sister code wouldn't apply to a male in a female,
right?
You know,
right?
Partnership, friendship.
Right.
You know,
right.
There's no sister code in a male and female partnership, and for the bro code, there's no bro code for female and male partnership. Mm-hmm. It's just said, nah, that's your stuff. Own up to it.
Yeah, take your charge.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just being funny here on this one. You remember the part in Minister Society when he was getting jacked in the drive-thru, and he said, we supposed to be brothers. Is that a bro code for him to stop jacking him? I'm just being curious.
Nah, that
I just
doesn't
think
fall
it's
under
a
that.
color thing.
He just need to go and finish jacking him, even though.
Nah, it was a color thing. He was saying like, "Hey, black folks shouldn't be doing this to other black folks."
Yeah, I know. I'm just being funny. But here I got 12 things that could apply to the bro code, and I want you guys to decipher this and let me know if it should be or should not be, and if there's anything that I miss after I've named these 12 things. Let me know and we could talk about it. And listeners, that go for you too. If we missed anything, leave us a comment so we can talk about it on our next show. So number 12 here is celebrate his wins like your own. Whether it's a promotion, relationship, or a new PR at the gym, celebrate and uplift your brother.
Yes.
I think you should.
You should.
I agree.
I think you should.
I agree. It should be done. We need more of that because we're already victims of a lot of stuff being black men, and us uplifting each other would make us so much stronger and less hate towards each other.
Right.
You know, in a sense, if we did that. So yeah, I agree. I think they should be more uplifting. Is a part of the bro code. You
It
need to
is.
uplift
Yeah.
your brothers.
Yeah. Push him down because there's a lot of people that hate, man, if you ain't finna do that. I remember I was going into comedy and you get that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, man, come on, man, let me know when your first show.
Yeah.
I got that later, but at first it was whatever type. You know what I mean? So I'm with that too. Now, this is one that's hard for me. I'm not going to lie. Especially if you've been a friend of mine, a friend for a very long time, because I've heard this before. You want to say something, but you don't want that person to stop liking you for being honest, right? Honesty with compassion. Be real with your bro. Call him out if you need to, but do it with respect. It's, you know, I'm aggressive talking, so when I call you out, I'm passionate. So it may look disrespectful when I do it. That's why I say it's really hard for me. And if I do it, I have to think about it for a very long time before I approach that person.
I think you should be able to do it, and the individual that may be receiving the, I guess, constructive criticism, you're calling them out.
Right.
That individual, before they get upset with you, they probably should take a long, hard look at who you are and to knowing where it's coming from, and knowing that you're not getting on them or you're not expressing yourself toward what they're doing. You're not expressing yourself, and it's not coming from a messed up place. It's coming from a place of love. It just may sound a little harsh, but it's coming from a place of love, and I care about it, and I'm passionate about it. So I think the individual that's receiving that shouldn't be upset, but I think you should be able to go to your brother to call, hey, look, man, that ain't cool what you did, or you shouldn't do that, or whatever.
Sort of like you do me on politics when I don't know.
Agree. I totally agree with Freddie G.
I don't know nothing about politics. He be like, he bro, you can't go out, bro. I can't let you go outside. Like, you gotta know something. Who's the president? I'll be like, yeah, no, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll look at CNN tomorrow.
Yeah, you need to know some current events.
Yeah.
You need to something, just a little bit of something.
Do you know who your mayor is right now? Do you know? I'm like, God, is this a test? All right. This is one I think we all got this. This one here we got this down packed. Always have his back in a fight, physical or verbally. If your bro's in a bind, you need to be in it too.
Yeah, if he right.
Yeah, you know what? That's tricky. I finna tell you why it's tricky.
Okay.
Because I've been in situations, several.
Yeah. I fought on a lie.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's tricky because one part of me is like, man, we came in this motherfucker together.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to roll together.
Yeah.
How many you say it is? It's 10 of them, and how many of us? 2?
It's 100 gorillas.
Man, I don't feel like taking his ass whipping today, but man, God.
Yeah, man.
So you got to kind of. So it just really depends, and it depends on the dude that you with too.
Yeah.
It depends on that dude.
What the hell did you do?
Yeah. It depends on the dudes you with.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the end of the day, I think that somebody has to have a level head to be able to communicate with the people that you're about to get into it with, to try to talk it all down.
Talk that
Yeah.
ass whooping off.
Yeah, to
Because
talk
it's
it
coming.
Out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
If it's
what
10 of 'em,
I
it's
know.
coming.
That's what happened. A friend of mine, you know him, one of our friends,
Yeah.
had a fight with one of the football players
Yeah.
at the 8th. It was only 2 of us. It was like a lot of them. That's the football team.
Right.
And man, he was winning, but they jumped him. But I really appreciate these dudes. They only hit me one time. They hit me one time because they could have gave you what they gave my
you
boy.
wasn't the one.
Yeah,
It was all on him.
they were like, I know that's your partner, man,
Yeah.
but we got to give you this. I said, but y'all ain't finna jump him either. So I got a couple of dudes off, but then one dude, I could tell when he hit me, he was like, man, I could really give it to you because we deep.
No,
But he
check
hit
this
me.
out.
Yeah.
Slash. Now that he's saying that,
Yeah.
I'm not fit to get into the detail. We've talked about this in the past on past shows. You know, you and I, we didn't come together years ago at
Yeah.
this particular place.
But we had to.
But
yeah,
we,
it was
but there
about-
was an individual who actually started something,
It was about taking care of business.
and we was a part of this big brawl.
Yeah.
that we didn't start.
Didn't start.
You
yeah.
fought on
But
a
we
lie.
had no, it wasn't no lie.
No.
Oh, it wasn't a lie.
We had to. We rode, not literally rode up there with the individual. We was just down with this individual
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
started a fight.
Yeah. And now everybody got to
But
fight.
now we in a big old brawl. Like literally, more than 10 people.
Yeah, it was a big thing.
yeah, that's a
man.
brawl.
About 15, 20 people.
It was a lot of people,
a
man.
big brawl.
That shit was crazy.
We was in a big brawl, man.
And you know, the crazy thing is, I don't even know what it was about. I just know
Listen.
we had to fight.
I'm finna tell you.
Yeah.
I'm finna tell you.
You knew what it was?
Yeah, I was right there.
I didn't know what it was about.
Me and that individual was together.
Yeah.
You was
Came,
on,
yeah,
you was late.
yeah, we came into it.
I'm finna tell you, it was me, that individual, and I'm gonna say the last name of 2 individuals. Bourgeois.
Okay.
So anyway,
Right.
so we were there. That individual was like, "Man, I'm gonna go knock this nigga out." We don't know this nigga.
Or nothing.
We don't know nothing.
It's just
time. We didn't have
It's
enough.
what it was, yeah.
We didn't have enough Thunderbird and Kool-Aid,
Yeah.
and now it's time to rumble.
Yeah, buddy.
And this individual went over there and just boom. And before you know it,
It was a bunch of motherfuckers fighting.
it was a big old brawl.
And I think that was my first time, man. This big dude, man. Man, I felt so goddamn good because the nigga didn't hit me. But when I hit that nigga, hey, man, that boy went flying backwards. I say, ooh, I ain't know I had
That
it in
in
me.
you, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That
But-
adrenaline is
but-
something.
Well, the thing was, I think because of where we come from, and I know a lot of people that listen to the show may be alumni with us, but that particular school was like a whole big family.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn what year you graduated.
Still to this day, yeah.
You know what
The
I'm saying? Still
alumni.
to this day. So I think that's why we were at that point. We didn't care what the argument was about. We know we got to fight because this our boy, you know? And I think that's what makes us strong. And this is why we understand the bro code, because of shit like that. Some
Right.
people didn't have that, so they don't know what the bro code is. So to them, it don't matter. You know, nowadays, what bro code do y'all know of that these YNs got?
None.
I don't think they
Man, they
even have
shooting
a
their
bro
own
code.
partners, setting them up, shooting
Everything,
their own
bro.
partners, man. Speaking of Code Red, no questions asked. If your bro needs you urgently, you show up. No comments, no complaints.
Keyword. I'm sorry.
I think that's important. If you know, if this is your true friend, and you know he's in a situation where he needs you, I think it's best, you know, to try to help him as much as possible.
Yeah, if you need a ride to work,
Whatever.
Keyword
yeah.
in that
Yeah.
was urgent.
urgent.
Urgent,
Yes,
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 yeah. Treat it as urgency if it is. If you can help him at that time, I think it's important.
It's
that you do.
important you do.
You know.
Yeah.
Yep. This one I probably don't agree with. This would go with, not trying to be sexist or anything, but this should go with females. No unapproved social post. never post or share embarrassing photos or stories, take that back, of your bro without his consent. I take that back. Y'all got a photo that y'all, you betting I will quit this podcast if y'all share that photo.
It's one of you that they probably can't wait to post that, brother.
No, y'all post that, I quit. That would be my termination papers.
You gonna relocate?
Yes. Yes. And I would be, yes.
Hey, but wouldn't nobody recognize you nowadays?
Nah, they wouldn't know
give a
that.
damn. Do not post that picture.
They wouldn't know it.
Yeah, man.
They wouldn't know it.
I don't look like a mixture of butt weak,
E.T.
yay, little retarded boy, and E.T. You right?
Yay, little retarded boy.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, and Lil Daryl. Number 7, support the hustle. Encourage. I think that fell along with 12.
Yeah.
Support the hustle. Encourage and respect your bro's goals, careers, and passions. Yeah, that's rooting them along. You're supposed to do that. This 6 falls with 8. Yeah, this 6 falls with 8. When we was talking about no unapproved social, 6 is keep his embarrassments confidential. What happens during a wild night out stays between the bros. That includes that picture.
Take it to the
But
grave.
you know what? We've kind of let a lot of that out on podcasts.
Yeah. Oh, we have.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think that with that being said, I think we're careful about how we deliver it on the podcast. And I think that there's some unspoken words amongst the 4 of us to where the bro code is okay.
Yeah.
I got
When
you.
we're discussing on podcast, because there's a lot of stuff that's been let out.
Well, I think the thing about that, respecting the bro code, would definitely be not releasing a name on an embarrassing or humiliating fact.
Right.
You know, just don't say that person's name, because there's going to be a lot of stories that's going to be funny, you know, that you're going to want to talk about.
But you don't.
But you don't say that name, and I think that kind of keeps you in the clear at that point.
Yep. True. Loyalty is law. Now, we're going to have different opinions on this. Always defend your bro when he's not around. If you've got certain criticism, say it to his face, not behind his back. No, take that back. I agree with that. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
agree with
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah.
A1.
You know what? I do believe that. But here's what I'll also say to that. Sometimes if you're speaking on your bro behind his back, depending on what you're speaking about, sometimes an individual could be getting advice from another party
Right.
on how to deal with their bro.
Right.
So their bro may have, let's say, rubbed them the wrong way or whatever, and they really feel some kind of way. Their bro may have hurt them, or if not hurt them, may have, made them feel a certain
Ruffled
kind of way.
his feathers a
yeah,
little bit.
and so he goes to another party and say, "Hey, such and such, my homeboy, did this to me, or said this, and I feel some kind of way, but I really don't know how to approach him. But I just want to know what your thoughts are." So he's kind of getting advice on how to approach his bro who may have ruffled some feathers.
Gotcha. But when I looked at this, I saw loyalty is law. I was thinking of something else. We talked about it in a past podcast. Just say, for instance, one of you fellas had, we were out, met Wingstop. We used to go, where we go all the time. And Freddie G, you ran into a guy, man, I don't like that dude. I do not like that dude. Now, if I know the dude, this won't apply. If I do not know the dude, if you don't like that dude, I don't like that dude. That's my loyalty.
Oh, no.
I know that's crazy, but it only applies if I don't know that person as well. Because my loyalty is to you, Freddie, to you, K Money,
So
to
here's
you.
the thing.
Slash.
Here's the thing. I get that. I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But sometimes we can be loyal to a fault.
Right.
And if you're loyal to a fault, then that can make things bad.
Yeah.
Because let's say there's an individual that I am cool with, but you're not too fond of them. And you tell me that you're not fond of this individual. Now, at the end of the day, because I was already cool with that individual, then it's like, okay, I'm already cool with this individual. I know that you don't care about this individual. So now let me make sure that none of the dealings cross with each other.
Right.
Because this individual ain't never did nothing to me. Now, I get why you're not cool with this individual, but I don't have a problem with this individual, but I'll make sure y'all don't cross. Y'all paths don't cross. Now, if there's an individual that I don't know, but I think that this is an individual that I may want to know or may get to know, then I go to my homeboy and I'll be like, hey, have you ever heard of such and such? And my homeboys say, man, I don't fool with that dude. That dude is such. Now, because I'm cool with my homeboy,
changed.
and I don't know this dude over here. Now, my homeboy done kind of laced me up on something.
Right.
Now, I'm going to be like, you know what? Hold on.
Yeah.
I may not want to go and get to know this dude.
Right.
Because my homeboy is kind of lacing me up on this dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let me not go there.
That's kind of Comedian 96. That kind of sounds like what you were saying.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly what he just was explaining.
Exactly how he just explained it better. Yeah, that's how I am. Because it's if knowing you and knowing you guys ain't just gonna automatically not like a dude because he got more money or he got better shoes. It's gonna be something serious.
That's a hater.
That's a hater.
Right, that's a hater, and none of us are haters. So it's gonna be something serious for you to be like, man, I don't fool with him. It's gonna be he steals money. He's dishonest.
But he got an extra row of teeth in the back somewhere.
Hey, but in that scenario, what if let's say your partner that didn't like the one gentleman that you don't know, but later on down the line, you know, let's say a business opportunity or a business venture comes into play to where you have to interact with this dude, but you know ahead of time that, you know, another partner of yours that you are loyal to don't fuck with this man. Would you miss that opportunity because of your loyalty?
Yeah, I mean, we've been knowing each other for over 3 decades. Yes.
So here, the business opportunity, I would have to make it make sense to my partner, who don't like the individual.
Because you can't just pass up business.
Yeah, you can't pass up the business.
Right.
But I got to make it make sense, right? Now, here's the thing, though. If the business opportunity that comes about and I'm presenting this to my partner that don't care about this individual, and if my partner has had business dealings
with the people already,
with this individual, now I know that, okay, it's probably not good to do business
with him,
with this individual, because my partner has already been kind of burnt
and
dealing business with
I
this
got
individual.
You. Yeah, there you go. That's better. That's a better way to say it.
And what you call that is a learning experience.
Yeah.
That's a learning experience.
Exactly.
At that point.
Yep. Oh, here go one, y'all. This one, wingman duties. Always back up your bro in social situations, especially when he's trying to make a good impression.
Man, I done retired as a wingman.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, man, I never took one for the team.
I did.
Man, I've taken a minute. I've taken a minute for the team.
Oh, my gosh.
I've taken a minute for the team.
I couldn't find myself taking
back
one for the
back
team.
in my single days.
Yeah.
Back in my single days, man, I've taken a minute for the team.
If I didn't get the good one, I'm not taking it. Give me the good one.
Yo, here we go. You take the wing.
You take
You take that buffalo wing.
I've taken some wing, man. That's when I used to drink too back then.
You probably don't remember anyway, so it don't even matter. Those don't count. The ones you don't remember, those don't count.
I wish I did remember some of these motherfuckers.
Woo. All right, this is a good one. Respect the exes. Never pursue a bro's ex-girlfriend or current romantic.
That's bro code 101.
Yeah, that's the number 2 though.
Yeah,
I gotta see what number 1 is. Bros before others. Always prioritize your bros over dates unless it's serious or previously communicated.
I don't agree with that.
I don't either. How is that?
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I don't either, because that could be my future wife, especially at my age. I'm like, bruh, I like this girl. I'm gonna need to holler at you some other time, cause
She finna help me with the light bill.
The first bro code that I can remember coming up from, the hood was, if you had a homeboy that had a sister, you did not date this man's sister.
Ooh.
You could not talk to your homeboy's sister, man.
Yeah,
For nothing in the world. Do
yeah.
not sleep with her. Don't try to go on a date with her or none of that.
Yeah.
Because what ends up happening is it messes up the relationship between you and your partner, because she gonna go, when she mad at you, she finna tell her brother, this nigga da-da-da-da-da,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Let me ask you this. If your homeboy a thought and your sister's a thought and they smash, nothing else. No relationship, no nothing.
Well, I mean, here's that. That would go against the loyalty, because you're going to have to do it without your homeboy knowing, or her brother, or whatever the case is. See,
Yeah.
so that's against the loyalty plan if they do.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
That
So
makes
you
sense.
got to be careful
That
with
makes
So you use sister as an example, and I do agree that's a hell of a
Yeah,
bro
that's the bro
code.
code. Yeah.
What about any other relatives? A cousin?
Cousins.
If your friend says, man, I don't, you know what? Let me not even use that. I don't think cousins even
Count.
matter,
Yeah.
count in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because your homeboy cousin is just that. Your homeboy cousin. That's not his sister. It's of the same bloodline, but I mean, that's just, she could be married into the family.
Now, we have some cousins that we consider or act like their brothers or sisters.
Grew up in the household.
Yeah.
Grew up in the household.
You
with
have
them.
plenty of those.
My mama and
Yeah.
his daddy or mama daddy, they
Yeah.
sisters and brothers.
Sisters
They
and
grew up
brothers.
first
Yeah.
cousins.
And
They
First
grew up in the
cousins
house
may
every-
be off limits, but I put a star by that one.
Yeah, because, man, I'm telling you, as you get older, your partner might see his cousin in a situation where she can't get no dude, but he know you a good dude, and he want to turn you on to. I don't think the cousin matter. I know for a fact sister's there, but cousin, I think it's okay, because who are we really affecting in this situation?
What if it's
I'm not gonna be your brother-in-law.
What if it's a long time? Say you had a homegirl you've been knowing for 20 years, and to me, choosing a friend and relatives, you're stuck together. But when you have a friend, a long running friend, and you know that person, she good. You know what I'm saying? Or even it could be a dude, he good, and the girl, the girl ain't no good, or the dude ain't no good for the girl. How do you handle something like that? How do you bro code that? Like, just say your homeboy trying to get married, but the girl, she be like, "Ooh, your friend fine, I want to get with him," but she a thought.
I think you let the homeboy make that decision at that point.
You don't give him the backstory, even though that girl been your friend
You
for
can
20
tell
years.
him.
I'll give him the
I give him the
backstory.
backstory, but
Okay.
man, it's up to you to make that decision if
Exactly.
that's what you're gonna do or not. But I'm telling you that this is an issue with her.
It might be an
telling you.
issue.
You
He
know
can
what I'm
change
saying?
it. I don't know if he can change
well, man,
it.
he
but-
might not be able to change it, but when certain individuals meet or whatever, they can make a difference in each other's lives.
Right.
And I don't
I
want to
agree.
stop that just because this somebody that she might not be a thought after you.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
True that. Well, somebody got to get kicked off the bus, and I don't think this person followed the bro code. Oh man. All right. This week, y'all, we are kicking off Jared Dwayne Shaw. He is 34-year-old American professional basketball player from Dallas, Texas. Y'all know what he did? Now, this is not freshly after Brittany Griner's incident. You're going to go, this cat, let me tell you, on May 7th of this month, this month, yeah, a couple weeks ago, he was arrested in Indonesia after authorities intercepted a package from Thailand containing 132 pieces of cannabis-infused candy. Now, Brittany just had a pen.
Yeah.
You're going to take 132, but here's the crazy part. He's going to say, I was going to give these to my players, and whatever. Man, this man is facing either the death penalty or life in prison.
Damn.
For some candies.
Damn.
Was he a current? He's a current basketball player.
Yeah, he played over there.
overseas.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he played in different leagues: Japan, Turkey, Argentina.
I'm sorry, I may have missed it.
Yeah.
You said where he was from?
Yeah, he's from Dallas,
Dallas.
Texas. Yep, he's from Dallas, Texas. Yeah, he played Turkey, Argentina,
Wow.
Thailand, Japan. He played in some nice countries, man. But Indonesia was his last stop,
That's crazy.
and that's who got him. So, man, Jared, got to get off this bus. And fellas that played with Jared, y'all didn't follow the bro code because you should have told him, don't bring no damn candy over here. So with that, that's our show for today. Come mess with us tomorrow. Peace. This concludes our show for today. And if you haven't done so already, follow us on X at 52 Scott Podcast. Also IG and Facebook at the 52 Scott Podcast. Also, like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for Black Friday.